Hello, everybody. Kia Sangria here. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel to join me on this project. I am continuing to sew Mccalls M7900, which is this really cute top pattern. And I am making this short pattern here, this style. Last we left off, which was, I think, last Tuesday, I was about to hem the bottom of this shirt. If you missed me on Thursday, it's because I didn't stream. I have been dealing with like the worst cold that I ever had, and I'm finally getting over it. So that's why I decided to hop on tonight so that I can continue to finish this shirt, because I can't finish the shirt until we finish it up on stream. So I'm gonna just hop right into this project so we can go ahead and get started on this. And I hope everyone has been having a great week so far. I know it's only Tuesday, but a lot has already happened this week. If you're in Texas, I am so sorry about all of the snow you got. I'm pretty sure that was meant for New York, but it hit you guys instead. So I'm so sorry about that. I think New York is supposed to be getting snow this week, though. I hope not, but I do think it's coming. And if you're joining me tonight, let me know where you're from. Would love to know like where you guys are coming from and what the weather is like, actually. Some of these pins. I just bought a ton of new patterns to sew with, so I think this weekend I'll possibly start making more of the items that I wanted to have for like my spring wardrobe. Mccalls recently had a pattern sale, so I had to take advantage. I normally order off Etsy, but they had some very new patterns that a lot of Etsy sellers didn't have just yet. So I went on their website and like picked up a few. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen them, but I'll show them to you guys like on the stream later, so you can see what patterns I got, and I'll tell you which ones I'm like really excited about making. Let's just get through this hem so that we can move on with the rest of this. I would like to have this project done this week just because I feel like I've been working on it for like such a long time, which isn't necessarily a problem, but for the sake of being able to move on to like new things, I really want to get this one done, but I wasn't going to like abandon it and abandon my stream. So, because once again, everything I work on during the stream is exclusive for the stream. So after our stream ends, I don't work on the project until I'm streaming again. I'm kind of thinking about revisiting this idea to create like more tutorial type videos instead of live streams, because I feel like tutorial videos will work a lot better than like a live stream. But I'm still trying to figure out like what that would look like. Finally ending. Awesome. All right, so that is nice and hemmed. So here's what the bottom looks like. I'm just gonna cut this little bit of thread that's hanging out here. But this hem looks good. It's nice, it's clean. Okay. So I'm just gonna pull out my instructions and figure out what the next step in this is. Pretty sure it's time for us to move on to the sleeves. Okay, gather upper edge of sleeve. Okay. I'm just gonna gather the sleeves now. I'm gonna move this to the side. So I'm gonna take these pieces here, and across the top of this, I'm just gonna gather. To gather fabric, you want to put your stitch length to its easiest stitch. I do the same thing for the stitch width as well. I just find it that it's easier to gather that way. And so that's what I'm going to do now. And we're just going to do 2 rows of stitching to create our gathers. So that's 1 row of stitching. Now we're going to do another.
Trying to lose
Okay,
belly
so
fat,
that's
stop
1.
doing cardio. This sounds backwards, right? Well, believe it or
All right,
not,
so I'm just going to
it's
gather this one
true.
before moving on
Stop spending
to
hours
the second
to
one.
get in shape. Running on the treadmill
First, let's
5
get
or
rid of
even
this
6
commercial
days a week
here.
gets most people nowhere.
You want to know why running on the treadmill?
There we go. All right, so I'm going to pull the bottom thread and then just start gathering this. Okay, so I have this slight little gather at the top here. So now I'm just do the same thing to like the other piece. Wow. I just had my needle snap. I'm not sure what that's about, but that is the current situation. So let's change that. My tension must be very off if that's happening. All right, so let's just change this needle. Switch into one of these universal needles really quick. All right, let's see if we can get this going again. I have no idea what just caused that needle to just randomly break. But see if this one works better. Okay. I think my tension was just a little high. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that second row of stitching. second row. So let's pull that in. Okay, so we have our second sleeve done. So referring back to our instructions now. All right, so we're just gonna stitch these two sides together. So easy enough. I'm not gonna bother pinning this, just because the fabric's not slippery, so I can just line it up myself instead of going through all the trouble. Let's see. All right, let's go. I'm just gonna back stitch a couple stitches. Okay. I'm so bold not pinning this, but it's cotton, so it's super easy to work with. Boom. One of them done, let's do the other. Right, so now we're gonna make a hem at the bottom of the sleeve. Take this off. This on the machine make a little hem here. I feel like the most therapeutic part about making a shirt is doing the sleeves. It's so easy. Well, now we're gonna move on to the second one. And it's basically the same thing. All right, so both sleeves are done. They're ugly. All right, so the next part is to form elastic. So to form casing inside it, then bias to. Okay, so this pattern does call for elastic. Let's see what lengths I have. It doesn't look like I seem to have any thin bands of elastic, so I'm actually just gonna have to create some. So I have this. I wonder if this is enough. This actually might be enough. I hate to use black, but I feel like it's the perfect size. If you're just coming in, hi there. Thank you so much for joining me. Good to have you. I'm just trying to figure out the elastic for this shirt that I'm making. I am working on the Mccalls M7900. Get you guys a picture, which is this really cute shirt pattern here. And right now I'm working on the sleeves and it's calling for some. I'm just gonna, hi novice, thank you so much for joining. Working on cutting the elastic for this. I'm just gonna, hi novice, thank you so much for joining. Working on cutting the elastic for this shirt. I think I'm just gonna measure out my own sizing for the to do it. Like the measurements they give you is almost bigger. This is comfy. Okay, so I'm gonna cut out one of this length from my arm and then measure out a bit more. Yeah. Here we go. How are you? How are you doing? How was your week? Happy Tuesday. Switch to a zigzag stitch to do this elastic. Let's go ahead and install this. Got some sewing done over the long. You. Sorry, ma'am. Ooh. Yeah, I finished my dress. Oh, I made this really cute like choker to go with it to match. So I just finished that like this past weekend, and then this I'm actually gonna like do a photo shoot for it. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I finished it off like Sunday morning. So I too like did some sewing like over the weekend. So I'm just over here trying to finish up this shirt so that I can move on to the next spring project. Love, love, love the choker. Thank you. It was really fun to make. It was so easy. I couldn't believe how easy it was. So I'm really excited to like do a photo shoot in it. So that'll be coming like this weekend. I'll hopefully be doing that. I thought about doing it on Sunday, but this past week I was so sick. Like I had the worst cold that I like ever had in my life. Like I had a fever, I had chills. Like it was just like the worst week last week, but I'm feeling so much better. And because of that, I'll be able to be more productive this week. But this weekend, actually today, I started cutting out fabric for a new dress. So I'm hoping to have that done like sometime this week too. The pattern is like very simple. It shouldn't take too long. So hopefully I can have it done by this weekend, and then maybe I can do a photo shoot for that dress too. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. I don't want to push myself too much because I know that I'm just getting over like being super sick. But I love my hobbies, so I really want to like be able to do this. What did you make over the weekend? I would love to know like what it is you were working on. So here's the last. This is how it looks on the outside. So this is how it's gonna. Winter coat for my friend. She bought the fabric and everything for it. I just did that. That's so sweet. That is so wholesome. What color was it? That's really nice of you. Oh no, what's going on? Oh, that fabric is cute. Thank you. I'm looking for like simple prints, because then that way I can wear this shirt with like virtually anything. So I'm really looking for like simplicity when it comes to like my fabric patterns. There are very few people I would sew stuff for. Honestly, same. I'm very picky about who I like extend my skills to, just because sewing something, first of all, sewing for yourself is hard work. Sewing something for somebody else is also like it's not an easy feat. So I honestly feel you in that regard. Like I have a lot of people like, oh my god, do you take commissions? And I'm just like, you know what? I don't. Um, I like this as a hobby that I get to like kind of teach other people how to do. So I would rather show you how to make your own like cool items for you. I just feel like I don't know. I would rather teach like the skill. I'd rather teach it than like sell the skill. A lot of people are like, why aren't you making money off of this? And I'm just like, because I don't want to make money off of making things and selling it to people unless I did like ready to wear items that are just like made in kind of a I don't know, like a general size, like not like a one size fits all. I feel like I would do something like that. So it's like I don't have to worry about people's like individual sizing and stuff like that. I have ordered a couple of books so that I can learn how to draft patterns for like other sizes and stuff. But until I actually get that knowledge and actually, get the skills necessary to make things for people that aren't in the same room as me, like I will not be offering commissions or anything like that anytime soon, just because I don't have the skill level for it yet. Yeah. Do I want the skill level? Sometimes I really do dream about people like wearing things that I make, but then I have to snap myself back to reality and realize like, everything that goes into that. And I'm not ready for everything that goes into that. So I tell my friends who want stuff, I was like, you know what? If you get a machine, I will guide you. I will show you the. So I tell my friends who want stuff, you get a machine, I will guide you. I will show you the way of how you can use it. But I cannot make things at this time. Like I can't. What's going on with my music? There we go. There we go. Almost coming to the end of this. But what else are you working on? Do you have anything like Any other projects that you're going to be starting soon? What's on your plate? Maybe thread this. This thread is. Adding the final touches to Frenzy's from Ace Attorney. I loved playing that game back when like the DS first came out. I always wanted to cosplay Trucy because I loved her little like magician. After that, I don't know. Probably just gonna do a few. I haven't decided on like. So I have kind of decided on my next costume. I just don't know when I'm actually gonna start working on it. It's gonna be a very, very big build. Like it calls for like, working on it. It's gonna be a very, very big build. Like it calls for like 11 yards of fabric. So I just have to kind of set aside time to like really, really tackle that. These sleeves are so cute so far. Yeah, I like this. So now I finally attach this to the shirt. Yes, all right, so the next step is to attach this to the shirt. So let's do that. Okay, so right sides together. So much fabric. Yeah, it's so I'm looking forward to that project, but then like not really. But yeah, I think like after this, after this stream, I think I'm going to be focusing more on making actual videos of like showing my sewing process and stuff, because I feel like that's more interesting, and then you guys get to see like how I make things without all of like my commentary and stuff like that, which I know you guys love, but I really want to make a few more instructional videos that are just like straight to the point. I have some makeup videos that I'm going to be dropping soon, so I'm working on other forms of content while I work on like some other big projects, because once I get started, I'm going to need like all the time in the world, because there's a huge cosplay. I don't know if you've heard of it, but there's this huge like online cosplay championship thing, and that's kind of for I bought it so that I could make something to enter that I'm submitting for that competition, which I'm nervous and excited about. Part of me kind of regrets buying the fabric, because I feel like now that I've bought the enter into the first cosplay contest, I never usually take part, but I don't know, I felt a little brave this year. But now I kind of regret like feeling that little bit of bravery now, because I'm a little terrified. I joined the Discord where other cosplayers are like sharing their work in progress photos and videos and stuff like that. And honestly, intimidated isn't even the word. Like there are so many talented people in the Discord, and I'm just like, I have imposter syndrome. Like, I don't even know if I deserve to even like be in the group. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's really how I feel. It's intimidating being in like these groups with like all these really talented cosplayers and seeing their designs and stuff. I'm very intimidated, but I'm also like very inspired too, which really makes me want to enter into the contest. Just because I get to be amongst like my peers. But I don't know. I'm still considering it. The fabric hasn't shipped yet, so I mean, I'm not saying that that gives me time to like back out, but it gives me a little bit of time to evaluate before the fabric is here, and I'm just like, oh crap! Like, I guess I really do need to like work on this. But if there's one thing that I do know of, I know that even if I don't win the competition, because I don't really expect to win, and I know that that may sound bad, but I don't really expect to win. But I think I think I'm more in love with the idea of actually like taking the plunge to do it. Just the fact that I'm considering it, and like even if I don't win, regardless, I know that I'm gonna end up with a costume that in its own right is really, really freaking amazing and is also a testament to like my skill. The idea that I have in mind this project, um, it's really the design is like unlike anything I have made thus far. This piece, the way that I envision it, it would be in a league of its own. And when I make things, I'm only ever in competition with myself. Um, so like with this dress here, when I was making it, I was just like, I really want this to be like a bigger hit than like my Snow White costume. And I don't think it will be. My Snow White costume was very, very impressive. I mean, so much so that it was featured in like the UK's #1 sewing magazine. Like that's how good that Snow White costume was. And so I'm aspiring to make something better. I think that for sure would be like the one that would top my Snow White costume. But more than anything, when it comes to this, I just enjoy the thrill of making something. Like I enjoy creating with my hands, and I enjoy making something and then being able to say, like, "Wow, I made that," and it came out beautiful, and you can clearly see like my talent. So that's really what I'm after. Like for this competition, I don't want to be like named like, "Oh, the best cosplayer, Kia Sangria." Like that's not. But I guess just being able to have my craftsmanship recognized, like that would be really rad. That would be awesome. So I don't know. I can't show you like what it is I'm trying to work on because I don't have any type of like art skills. Like when I to making it. So please, I envy the people that can though. Like it's so cool to be able to show off the drawing and then boom, you can like show off the actual like garment. I hope one day I'll be able to like get that satisfaction. I am sooner rather than later gonna have to start trying to draw what it is that I'm thinking, but I'm not at that point yet. Getting nervous because my needle's making like a weird sound and I don't know what this is about. Looks like it's because of a lint ball. Even this weekend while I was working on something, I was finding like little lint balls caught up on the thread and it was just time. Well, also this machine is old, so that could also be part of it. I don't even know the last time I cleaned it. Okay, really need to set aside some time to like clean this machine because I think that might be the reason why I'm having the issues that I'm having with it right now. Okay, one sleeve is done. All right, so let's do the other one. It looks like my bobbin is about to run out. I wonder if I could get through this. I'm gonna try. Okay, almost done with the sleeve. I'm just gonna cut out doing this because sometimes I'll just leave them there and then I'm wearing something outside and then I'll notice like a thread that I didn't cut off. So for the sake of design, trying to get better at this, trying to be a better seamstress. Okay, so here is our shirt thus far. Are these threads connected to the... Yeah. All right, so let's try it on. Now that the sleeves are on. All right, so now the next part is to just add buttons. So this is how it looks. Yeah, so it looks good. So now we're just gonna add buttons. Let me stand up a little bit. So here's how it looks. I'm wearing pajama pants, don't mind me, but here's how it's gonna look like once it's done. So I think it's cute. It's definitely got like that spring vibe. I like it. I kind of like it like this, like something to wear like over a tank top or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll wear it like that. Anyway, we're almost done. So that means that by Thursday, we should be done because the next and last that I need to do is mark out my buttonholes. I'm going to turn this off because we no longer need the machine for right now. So just going to trim the bottom. Oh, I hope I have my tailor's chalk. All right, so oh wait, I do have that. Is it going to show up? Okay, so my tailor's chalk is not going to show up on this. So what I will do is I'll just measure out my buttonholes using my measuring tape and then some straight pins. So put a buttonhole here. So I'm gonna do my buttonholes 3 inches apart. So that's the first one. Buttonhole will be third buttonhole will be. You know what? I don't care for this placement. I'm gonna start over. I don't think the first buttonhole needs to be that high. So let's start. All right, buttonhole placement is done. So what I'll do, I will mark those spots, and then on Thursday at 7 p.m. we'll come back here, and then I will put on the buttons for this top. I will try it on, and then that will be the end of this project. And then that'll be it. I'm not sure if I'll need an entire hour for that stream, but we'll see where the night takes us on Thursday at 7 o'clock. So yeah. So I'm going to show you guys some of the patterns that I bought during the recent Mccalls sale. And I'll show you which ones like I bought and which ones I really want to play with. So right now, here is what our shirt looks like. I'll actually pin it so that you can kind of have a little bit of a semblance of what the final product is going to look like. The way that I'm holding it probably doesn't show it off like well, but here's how it looks. So in terms of the recent patterns I purchased, I actually bought a handful of patterns. I bought, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I bought 8 new patterns. These are from the Mccalls Spring and Summer collection. So here's what they look like. I was really excited when I saw these because there is a black model on each of these patterns. So I'll show them to you. So this one is a dress. This one is another dress. This one is a 2-piece skirt and top set. I know my lighting is like really, really bright, but here's what it looks like. See if I can show up a close-up of all the other ones. So like, here's this one. This one actually goes up to a size 32W. I don't have that pattern edition, but if you're interested, it does seem plus size friendly with it going up to a 32W. So if you're plus size, I do think that you should check this pattern out. And then this, did I show this one to you guys? Yeah. Okay, so here's another spring dress pattern. I'm really excited to work with this one because I like this little this ruffle at the bottom. Also, I love the fact that like the model has her natural hair out. That meant so much to me. And this pattern also goes up to a size 24. That's not the sizing that I purchased for myself, but it does go up to 24. So I think that they're trying to come out with more inclusive sizing. The sizing on these patterns are not inclusive across all of the new releases, but for this pattern, once again, it goes up to a 32W. So here's all of these are dresses for the most part. This one is another one. I really liked the collar on this and just the design of it I thought was really cute. So I'm very excited to play with that one. And then I got a couple of shirt patterns just because I have like over 10 pairs of jeans, but like no shirts to wear them with. So shirts is going to be a big part of my wardrobe for spring, which is why we're obviously here working on one. So here's another top. This one is very special to me because it's actually a corset top, but it is like, it's in. So here is what I really liked. So this one is really cute. And yeah, those are all the patterns that I got. In terms of the one that I am looking forward to working with the most, it's gotta really be this one here. Just because I feel like this pattern is so of the sizes, even from like the size 6 to size 24, none of them call sizes, even from like the size 6 to size 24, none of them call for more than yards of fabric, and you can use cotton, twill, broadcloth, and sateen. So the options for the fabric for this project are also very affordable, which is another thing that I'm after, because if I'm going to be making like 80 affordable, which is another thing that I'm after, because if I'm going to be making like 86% of my spring wardrobe, I really do need the fabric to be affordable. Otherwise, it's just, why not go out and buy the clothing instead of making it? Because sometimes to make a garment is more expensive just because the materials involved are like quite expensive, and it's not as if, you know, you're a factory and you can get like heavy discounts on your materials. You pay not cost price, but you pay retail price for like your materials. So sometimes it is a lot cheaper to go out and buy something. But I really do want to take the plunge and, you know, make my own stuff. I mean, if I'm capable of making something like this, like making my own wardrobe for spring is going to be so easy. So I'm going to be making my own wardrobe for spring, or at least 86% of my spring wardrobe is going to be made by me, just because I have the skills to do it, and I really want to see like how my wardrobe's going to come out. So this shirt is part of it. I really do like the way that it's coming out so far. I do kind of wish that I made this with like long sleeves, because I can't wear this just yet, but I know that once the time comes and I am able to wear it, I know it'll be cute. Just got a lot of straight threads in here that I need to cut. Just old habits die hard. I'm really not that good at that, but I don't want to be walking around wearing it and then there's a string peeking from somewhere, because nothing screams homemade fashion. Because nothing screams homemade fashion like random threads poking out. Not that I'm in homemade pieces, because I wouldn't be here if I was, but having some strings showing when I'm out and about, just going to the grocery store because there's nowhere else to go right now, is not what I need. It's not what I need. It's not what I deserve. So yeah. So if you're not following me on Instagram, I really do suggest that you do follow me on Instagram, because again, after this stream, I think I'm going to focus on creating more video content that's just edited and then uploaded to YouTube. I will still stream here and there, but I'm still deciding like full projects, just because I don't want my streams to get boring if I'm working on the same project 2 weeks in a row. I'm just not sure if it's actually worth it. And I feel like if I want to create more tutorial content to teach, it should really be its own separate video that is then people can view it later without all of the commentary and all of the talking. But you guys let me know what you want to see. You can hit me up on Instagram, or you can leave a comment under this video and just let me know what is more helpful for you guys when it comes to like learning how to do something. Because I personally think that the YouTube video would be a lot better. So I am watching videos from other creators to learn how they structure their for you guys actually does help and actually does educate. But if you join me here for my streams, I really do appreciate your time and I appreciate your attention, and I appreciate you making conversation with me during my streams, because it's always really fun to kind of like interact with you guys like weekly and see what you guys are working on, and hear about your day and stuff like that. So it's always appreciated. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream, just because for me to like start doing the buttons. And then on Thursday at 7:00, we'll come back here, and then we will install the buttons on this shirt. I will show you how to use a buttonhole foot, which is this really handy device right here. That helps like create the holes that buttons go through. It's really, really easy to use, and I will be able to better show you guys like how to use this on Thursday, and why you need to get familiar with it if you're going to be making your own clothes. But until then, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you back here on Thursday at 7. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you on Thursday.